And now I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Letizia Moratti, to you. She's a member of the European Parliament within the EPP group, the European People's Party, serving on several key committees, including employment, environment, climate, public health, and industry, as well as international parliamentary delegations. She has held prominent leadership roles in Italian politics, business, and cultural initiatives, such as Mayor of Milan, Minister of Education, and President of RAI, while also founding and supporting organizations focused on social impact, on human rights, and entrepreneurship. Ms. Moratti, thanks a lot for coming, and the floor is yours. We are looking forward to your keynote speech.
Thank you very much to Ella Stengler and the Confederation of European Waste-to-Energy Plants and to Association of European Suppliers of Waste-to-Energy Technology. I would also like to extend my greeting to all stakeholders and policymakers present today and thank them for the contribution they will present to such an important topics. Circular economy is a key driver of the European Union's competitiveness, as rightly pointed in the title of the meeting of today. Research, development and innovation enable new models that align with our environmental and climate ambitions. Many of the stakeholders here today are central to this transition. We, as policymakers, we have a clear role. Follow the evidence, support effective solutions and technology enabling the transition. These solutions are not just about meeting abstract targets, they must deliver tangible improvement to daily life in our cities and regions. In the coming months, we will work on one of the most important reforms of this legislature, the revision of the ETS. So far, the system has delivered strong results, significantly reducing emissions in covered sector. At the same time, it has major implications for energy, industry, and the broader market. Its price signals, especially after 2023 revision, are now closely watched by manufacturers, financial actors, and households. For this reason, I believe it is important to look at the connection between climate policy and the circular economy. These two areas are often treated as separate. Waste management on one side, emission reduction on the other. In practice, they are codependent. This becomes particularly relevant when discussing the potential inclusion of the waste sector in the ETS. In this regard, there are, in my vision, three main points that we need to consider. First, waste can either generate or reduce emission, depending on how it is treated. Landfills produce methane, which is far more potent than CO2 in the short term. Incineration of fossil-based waste generates emission. In contrast, recycling avoids emissions. Composting prevents methane and produces natural fertilizers, and biomethane can replace fossil fuels. Second, many low-emission solutions are still more expensive. Circular models work only if the framework is aligned. Landfill costs must reflect their environmental impact. Recycling and prevention must become economically viable. Municipalities need incentive to invest. Including waste-to-energy in the ETS without a full system approach risks favoring landfill. Third, the circular economy strengthens resilience. It reduces dependence on imported raw material, supports local value chain and jobs, and lowers costs through material recovery. Emission reduction and strategic autonomy go together. On the regulatory side, the ETS revision has opened the possibility of including waste incineration. At the same time, it is important to consider how the ETS functions today. It is a strong instrument, but if not properly calibrated, it can create side effects. It already had a significant impact on energy prices, including gas and electricity, and in this market becomes particularly volatile in times of geopolitical tensions and wars, such as today, exposing companies to significant risk of and unstable market conditions. Estimates shows it can account for a substantial share of the increase in power generation cost. The extension to ETS2 could further increase costs for consumers. Including waste-to-energy in the ETS would add additional cost pressure on citizens and businesses. At the same time, it is important to consider the role of waste-to-energy in the circular economy. These are advanced facilities that treat non-recyclable waste and convert it into energy. They are not comparable to outdated incineration systems. They are complementary to recycling, and they produce electricity and heat, replacing fossil fuels. They also reduce reliance on landfill, which remains a major source of emission in the waste sector. In addition, they allow the recovery of materials such as metals from ash. Including this technology in the ETS creates risk. There is a risk of shifting waste towards landfill, including illegal one. There is a risk of increasing costs for municipalities, which are then passed on to citizens. There is also a risk of creating distortion within the waste management chain. In conclusion, the key point is the need for balance. The ETS should be used as a lever, not as a penalty. This requires careful application, especially in sectors that they are already part of the transition. Complementary policy that support the development of circular economy are equally needed. This discussion is not only about the inclusion of waste in the ETS, it is about the direction of the European transition. Decisions need to be based on data, impact assessment, and economic realism. Climate policy is effective only if it is sustainable not just environmentally, but also economically and socially. The objective is to ensure a transition that is effective, competitive, and balanced, without creating unnecessary cost or distortion. Thank you very much.